Hi, we are back to building our DIY video RAM. In the previous episode we've generated the necessary VGA sync pulses from just 5 ICs and an oscillator. Today we are going to add a 32K RAM chip and transfer a byte at a time, bit by bit, over to the VGA monitor via this 74HC165 parallel in serial out shift register. Let's see what we need to do with the RAM chip. For the time being, I'll wire the write enable pin WE to high and output enable OE and chip enable CE to low, so the RAM will permanently output its content. And we need to tell the RAM which address we want to access. Well, that's determined by the current X and Y scan position, coded in the state of our counter, so we'll have to feed that to the address inputs A0 to A14. The 8 I/O pins of the RAM will be connected to the parallel inputs of the shift register. Bits 0 to 5 code the horizontal scan position, and bits 6 to 15 code the vertical scan position. But since we'll only be using half of the vertical resolution, we can omit the least significant bit 6 of the Y position, here in gray. And we won't need bit 15 either, since it would only be relevant for the last 8 blank scan lines anyway. Letting the address wrap around after bit 14 at 512 will display the first 8 scan lines instead, but they are also blank. We will connect all this to A0 to A13 of our RAM chip and tie address line A14 to ground here, since we don't need it. Okay, the RAM now outputs the data byte of the current scan position. That's great. Now we will load it into the 74HC165 shift register down here every 500 nanoseconds, or every 8 pixels, and then shift out the bits with our 16 MHz clock. Let's work out the timing details. I have plotted our 16 MHz and 2 MHz clocks here. For the parallel load into the register, we need a very short negative pulse every 500 nanoseconds. We can't just use the 2 MHz directly here, since it would be forcing a constant value into the register for half of the time. Instead, let me invert and delay our byte clock by sending it through 3 NOT gates, which I'll build out of NANDs, so that they are nice and slow. The output signal will look like this. If we then feed both signals into a NAND, we get exactly that short active low pulse, since the NAND is only low if both inputs are high. However, as the black line indicates, we would be loading at the falling edge of our pixel clock, whereas pixels are shifted at the rising edge. But let's simply use the inverted 16 MHz signal as our pixel clock and everything will be perfectly in sync. Again, I'm using a 74HC00 quad NAND for this, and an 74HC04 inverter. Okay, let's hook everything up to the monitor again. Be warned here that we are not outputting a proper VGA signal yet, since we are sending data continuously and not caring about the blank intervals. Again, don't do that to your vintage CRT. You might destroy or damage it. But yes, we are getting a stable picture here of the garbage inside the RAM chip. My monitor seems a bit irritated and dimmed down the picture due to the missing blank intervals. Well, at this stage, we really only have built video ROM, since we can't write anything into it. In fact, we could replace our RAM chip with a ROM containing a proper picture now, and we would be good to go. But since this video series is concerned with building usable video RAM, let's build that in the next episode of this mini-series. If you have made it so far, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Take care. Bye.